viewers. We welcome you once again to Reflections with Otunbadile on Poverty Fighter Squad. Today, we are going to open you to different areas of possibilities like we always do on our programs. It has to do with how other countries are taking away poverty from their land. I do not need to remind you that it has become an official statement that Nigeria remains the headquarters of poverty all over the world. This one we have rejected from the bottom of our heart, and we have been doing everything possible to elevate our people from this level of poverty that is driving everybody into the abyss. I want to greet you under any condition in which you are and wish you the very best. We also want to treat this program as one that, like I said, we are seeing what other countries are doing. This episode will be rolling out the event that took place between the Poverty Fighter Squad, which is the acronym name for Ikeja Chamber of Commerce, having to visit other embassies in Nigeria, especially the high commissioners in those embassies and the ambassadors. Some of the countries are Tanzania, Mexico, and the Republic of Ghana, as well as that of Rwanda. We had great interactions with these entities representing their various countries. We are doing this in the Chamber's conviction that we need to interact with other nations. We need to see how other nations are helping their citizenry to lift them out of poverty. It also boils down to the fact that we are not an island. Nigeria is not an island. We are surrounded by other nations, and there are ways other nations are treating their own citizenry that we don't find here in Nigeria. For example, there's something they call social protection. It's a social welfare package that every country has reserved for their citizenry. Very many times we find this one in Europe and America. But interestingly, some African countries are practicing such as well, which is reducing poverty in their various localities and communities and eventually in the nation. One of them, our encounter with the ambassador of Tanzania to Nigeria, His Excellency Ambassador Bana. It has opened our eyes to the level that everything that has to do with poverty eradication begins with what is called economic diplomacy. Economic diplomacy allows other countries to find a level playing ground with Nigeria. Interestingly also, Nigeria happens to be the largest economy in Africa, followed by South Africa. And this Tanzania country I just mentioned falls in one of the first 10 in Africa, which means their economy is doing very well. And most importantly, their relationship with Nigeria is improving on a daily basis. You will see a visit to them, that is the embassy in Nigeria, a very warm welcome, a very cordial nation, a very stable nation, stable economically, diplomatically, politically. They are stable because they are forward-looking. And being an African country, they are eager to see that their citizens do better in life. Their citizens are living a fulfilled life. Their citizens are not facing so much hardship that cannot be translated on the table of drawing for a development that everybody will enjoy. So I bring you good message today. I bring you good fortune. I bring you goodwill from the United Republic of Tanzania. Tanzania, if you know Dar es Salaam, Arusha, the the country where you have the highest mountain in the whole of Africa, that is Kilimanjaro Mountain. You have a beautiful wildlife, beautiful sites which God has created there, and they are maintaining it. All the sites that we have in our Zuma, Asokoro, and all that here in Nigeria, we just left them that way because maybe we are too rich. Our mind is telling us that we are too rich and we don't need to go into all these areas. Other countries are preserving their own heritage. They preserve them and make money from them through tourism. They preserve them, secure the places, and ensure that people visit them. By so doing, they collect money, they collect revenue, and everybody is happy with it. Both the visitors and the residents in these countries are happy to do business with one another. You can imagine a country that takes in over 1 million people every year on visits, on tourism. You can imagine. And these are the kind of things we are looking for out here in Nigeria. I won't bore you with much of it. I will allow you to go through with me by watching this video tape. Have it been. Thank you very much.
Nigeria. We have had several meetings with Lagos Chamber of Commerce. It was our first stop. Abuja Chamber of Commerce. By that time, the Lagos Chamber of Commerce was under the presidency of Madam Toki Mobunji. Yes, and we are still working with her. He's no longer the president, but we still maintain some relationship with her. And then we have interacted with the Kano Chamber of Commerce, Mining, Agriculture. The same. No, we have interacted also with the NASIMA. Okay. It's an umbrella organization called Chambers of Commerce. Yes. But specifically, we had the Kano Chamber of Commerce, Industries, Mining, and Agriculture. We had the Kaduna. We interacted with the Abuja, and the DG is Madam Victoria. And you have interacted with Porakot, Porakot Chamber of Commerce, and we are looking forward to visiting Enugu and the Abia State, as well as Maiduguri. So we welcome the opportunity. I didn't know that there is a Kenya Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know.
It's been there for some time now.
I have been in Kenya. Twice, yes. Twice, yes. Yes, twice.
And you love it there?
Oh, yeah. And I have, I spent a night in Makolo.
Oh, okay. Morocco.
Makolo.
There's
Makolo. While you are crossing to the bridge to Victoria Island.
Yes.
Makoko. Is it Makoko? Yes. I spent a night there on top of the water. Yeah. So I frequent Lagos. Actually, have nothing to do here because our missions today are almost all countries' missions, but specifically Tanzania. Our drive for diplomatic relations today is basically economic diplomacy. And for economic diplomacy, it's about promoting trade, tourism, as well as investments. Yeah, that's where we are. So, we welcome the opportunity to interact with you, the Kenya Chamber of Commerce. I didn't know this. I think you did not know it. We haven't heard about it, the Kenya Chamber of Commerce. No. We have interacted on several occasions with the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Agriculture. I think that was our second or first encounter on my arrival. Yes. So we welcome the opportunity to network, to interact with the Kenya Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you.
As I said, we have several chambers of commerce here, our key stakeholders. Now, when it comes to Tanzania, as I say, it's economic diplomacy that is driving our foreign policy engagements world over. And in Nigeria, we are lucky that at least we have about 4 Nigerian companies which have invested in Tanzania, starting with Dangote Group, Sahara Group. They have invested heavily. Dangote in cement production, Sahara Group in oil storage facilities, oil farm, and you have UBA Bank, you know, United Bank for Africa, under the able leadership of Tony Elumelu. They have invested in the financial sector in Tanzania, and GT Bank, although at the infancy, but they have a branch in Tanzania. So that partly signifies the growth of people-to-people, business-to-business engagements. So we welcome the opportunity to also interact with the cage. Now, what we have done with Chambers of Commerce, as you know, we are a diplomatic mission. We are not in race, spanner, bolt issues, no. But we do a facilitation. So we have been in Kaduna, Kano, just linking them up with Chambers of Commerce in Tanzania. And when you talk of Tanzania, we're talking of 2 entities. The United Republic of Tanzania, where we have Tanzania Chamber of Commerce and Agriculture, and the Zanzibar National Chamber of Commerce. So we have been trying to link them up to facilitate mutual understanding in terms of signing memorandum of understanding that would pave the way for business missions from both the Federal Republic of Nigeria and Tanzania, exchanging visits, working visits that we are doing. We'll continue doing it. It is at the heart of our engagements in Nigeria. When it comes to investment opportunities, Tanzania has plenty. Tanzania is a beautiful country. I can tell you, Chief. It's a very beautiful country. We have all the values that it takes for an investor to want to invest in Tanzania. You invest in Tanzania, your investment is guaranteed. We have a regime of institutions and the legal frameworks that support it. And at the moment, as we speak, seriously under review. And that has been the focus of our High Excellency Samia Suluhu Hassan, the President of the United Republic of Tanzania and the Commander-in-Chief of our armed forces. She's there. Her drive is to open up the country for external investors, to attract foreign direct investments, to attract tourists, to grow business. So I can assure you the investment climate is ripe for Nigerians across the world who want to visit Tanzania to explore investment opportunities, to invest in Tanzania. The doors are open. In Tanzania and Nigeria, you may not know, Prince, Tanzania and Nigeria, we maintain a cordial relationship that is, at the moment, very excellent. At levels of state-to-state consultations, holding common positions, we support each other. I remember when the other folks were fighting against the re-election of Adeshina to save the AFDB, Tanzania was at the forefront. Yes. I remember the president called me after reading my letter. What do you mean here? I said, no, Adeshina is under pressure. They have created the committees, and the committees, the Americans don't want this man re-elected to lead the African financial institution. Why? Because he is focusing on Africa. He is foregoing all the conditionalities that are set by IMF and World Bank. So they don't like him. He is a pro-African man. He thinks about Africa. At the heart there is Africa. He needs your support, Mr. President. But by that time, His Excellency Buhari had written almost to all heads of governments and states to support the candidates of Adeshina. And my president said, what? So what should I do? Please, Just write a simple letter to Adesina and say, we are behind you, we are for you, to encourage this man not to step aside.
Thank you for that.
We did it. And we did it. The same happened when Ngozi was Kwehala Ngozi contesting for the WTO highest position. We supported her. And a lot. So we hold the Tanzania, Nigeria, we converge on a number of matters of mutual interest. Apart from exchanging official visits, training opportunities, we converge on a number of issues. Since the days of independence, since the days of Azikiwe, we converge. When it came to liberation struggles, Nigeria was away. She doesn't border countries which were under the yoke of colonialism: Mozambique, Angola, South Africa, Namibia. No, but Mwalimu Nyerere convinced his country. For me, I admire the way you have been able to invest in your human capital. All my local staff here, they are degree holders, including my gardener. Yes, they are degree holders, something which is rare on the African continent. Nigeria, you have invested heavily in human resources. You interact with Nigerians, you are better. I developed my English proficiency by reading the leadership, the daily trust. If somebody is writing a message, maybe it's a good message, a birthday, you read the English, the Queen's language is flowing. And you are better. So we hold Nigeria with high regard. Not only being the most populous Black Africa, but also the largest economy on the African continent. So we admire Nigeria. And whenever we get the opportunity, we would like to use the expertise that you have for the benefit of other people in the world, Tanzania in particular. So when it comes to promoting trade, to opening up the country for Nigerian investors, Nigerian products, businesses, Tanzania is ready for such engagements. That's why when they told me today that people from Ikeja will be coming here, I didn't say yes or no. No, I had another engagement in town at a level, but I said, this may be very important. Yeah, so when it comes to investment opportunities, we have a lot. I gave you this booklet. It defines a lot of opportunities that are available for investment in Tanzania. I don't want to read it for you, but there is a lot, right from manufacturing, agriculture, tourism, leisure industry, real estate. When I move around Abuja, I admire what IBB did to give Abuja the current shape. I have traveled worldwide, but I can tell you the infrastructure of Abuja, the architectural work you have in the architecture, yes, it's superb. Superb. We look at the roads and the green, the trees, it's superb. We must admit, Tanzania decided 38 years ago to move the capital from Dar es Salaam to Dodoma. It didn't happen for 35 years until when Magufuli, the late president, came to power. He said, yes, he said, come rain, come sunshine, the capital is moving to Dodoma. Much as IBB did here. Was it Abacha IBB? So look at how Abuja has transformed the cities in Nigeria. We are now following that path. We have moved the capital from Dar es Salaam to Dodoma. And we are told, Abuja, the mode operandi of Abuja, the management approach was borrowed from Dodoma. But we never implemented anything until when the man came to power. So there are a lot of huge investment opportunities in Dodoma when it comes to real estate. We want houses, we want supermarkets, big stores, we want hotels, conference facilities, and the opportunities are open for Nigerian business people with interest to invest in that area. And I think when we went to Borakot, we interacted with one estate investor. You remember? We wanted to convince him, to appease him, to make sure that he looks into the possibility of also investing in Tanzania. So when it comes to housing, Tanzania is a country of about 60 million people. We will have our census next month, 23rd. 23rd, yes. So maybe we're going to be to 65 million. I don't know. I don't know. We only do census every after 10 years. I don't know Nigeria. I don't know.
What about doing trial census now?
I know. Come April next year, you will have a census.
Now we're going to be having the trial census.
And the 3 million people, enumerators will be involved. So there are a lot, Prince, when it comes to investment, minerals, whatever. There's a lot in Tanzania. And as we speak, I think we've been able. Somebody who is organizing a network of investors, Professor Inyangete is in Dar es Salaam, doing a great job. He has amassed the investors from all the world, London, Switzerland, Germany. They are today in Tanzania, trying to explore the investment opportunities. So this one will give you up the areas that you like members of the Kenya Chamber of Commerce and Agriculture to zero in. And this one from Zanzibar far, yes, from Arusha to Dar es Salaam to Zanzibar to Ngorongoro to Serengeti. This will give you, you are very much welcome. The only stumbling block that you are at the moment working on is the connectivity between cities in Nigeria and the cities in Tanzania. But we have gone the extra mile. I think in 6 months or so, we will have direct flights, either from Lagos to Dar es Salaam, not Abuja. In May, the executive director of Tanzania was in Ghana to explore the possibility of our plane coming to Abuja, maybe via Ghana to Dar es Salaam, or Lagos via Ghana, to things like that. So there is a feasibility studies are going on to explore the economic viability of that route. But when I arrived here, I wanted to contact. I think we were planning to visit the Peace. To see if I thought they could look into the possibility.
Depending on the traffic, passengers to traffic, it's possible. Especially once we open up
the advent of COVID-19 blocked our process. But when I spoke with my director of Air Tanzania Corporation, he told me their initial plan to fly to Lagos. Then I had to a little bit hold on for Air Peace. Yeah. So that's how we are. You are very much encourage your members to visit Dar es Salaam, to visit Tanzania, and you will be ready if you can organize a trade mission from Kenya to visit Tanzania. So that they get the first-hand information of the investment opportunities available, trade, businesses. I know Nigerians, especially those people living in around Abuja, they like spices, food spices. Yeah, we have a lot. Not necessarily the pepper. We have a lot from Zanzibar. Zanzibar is an island of a spice island. Yes. So please, and as I said, since I came here, I think His Excellency Oshibajo has been in Tanzania twice.
Wow.
And on the margins of Sugar meeting that was held in Kigali, my minister Foreign Affairs shared the opportunity to say a word or two with His Excellency President Muhammad Buhari. We will be more than happy if chambers of commerce, Kenya Chamber of Commerce will introduce you to the Salem Chamber of Commerce, wherever, so that you start a focused, strategic conversation to promote Tanzania-Nigeria relationship through trade, investment, and the business.
Thank you so much, Excellency. We really appreciate, for giving us first the welcome. We felt like being in Tanzania already, even though a lot of us haven't been there. I've been some part of East Africa. I've been in Zambia.
You have been in Zambia?
Yeah, Zambia. I've been in Zambia, Uganda, Kenya, Ethiopia before. And it's one beautiful place I look forward to going to, because Arusha and Zanzibar is one or those two places I wanted to visit.
No, it's very much welcome. What do you want to visit, inform us? I know at the moment we still have a requirement of a regular visa for Nigerians, but we are working closely to make the decision fast.
Okay.
But if you want, as a prince, chair of the Kenya Chamber of Commerce, will be more than happy.
Thank you so very much.
Yeah.
So, and our president of the chamber, Dr. Edward Olutoke, is desirous to see that we establish this relationship in order to fast track business relationships, and that is the only way we can actually fight poverty.
Yeah. I wish I knew, because when we started, I think we had a safe landing at the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Agriculture under the aim of presidency of Madam Tokimo Bogunje. We went the extra mile to propose the name of Tokimo Bogunje to be considered by the government of the United Republic of Tanzania, appointed as a honorary council. Wow. The process is ongoing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the opportunity will still come again. And we believe that this relationship, once fully established, we have high beneficial, mutual beneficial opportunities for both countries. That will help us to reduce the poverty line. Nigeria today, we have the report from that we are about 100 million poor that's below the poverty line, but we are moving out of it. And one of the best ways we can do that is to create opportunities in the area of food and real estate. Good thing in our team, we also have experts who have established cost-effective real estate solutions where we don't need to pay so much money. And by the time we establish the relationship with the counterparts, we know our teammate, Architect Henry, will also be able to offer solutions that can reduce our cost of building houses. I believe that Tanzania, as much as what is developing, also has the window for cost-effective, efficient homes for our people. It's one of the areas we're going to be looking at doing. We'll be able to go through these documents. We really appreciate. This is the first time we're actually getting a very comprehensive, investment opportunities that we have in different areas, in tourism, in investments, incentives that comes in, and products catalog, being given. So it's something that we're going to look into and expose to our members and see how they can also explore. Because the business opportunities is not limited to location alone. Yes, we're in Nigeria, but opportunities can always spread across the globe. And that's one of the things that we're driving under the leadership of our President Dr. Edward Olutoke, who is not here. He's currently actually meeting with another group in Lagos. That's why he's not here, so I'm able to come to represent. I want to thank you immensely for opening up the doors to receive us today, and the warm welcome we have received. The comments you have given and the laughter we've actually experienced makes us feel at home currently with your able staff. I've been interacting with Mr. Phil, and this is the first time getting to meet him. Such a handsome man. I think if not that, I was saying, we're going to be looking at how to also do beyond just trade and see that we can have interracial marriages. I know. So we can be having more of our people being closer, So thank you so much, sir.
It's a pleasure.
I would really appreciate it.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
And if there's anything we can actually do for the chambers as relates to Nigeria that requires us to, some of our members have actually had experiences working with the government at very top levels to be able to relate. Assets is key in every given relationship. So we'll be most obliged to be able to do what we can within the confines of the portion of the given to relate as possible. And if your Excellency is going to Lagos anytime soon and you want to run around the Ikeja, I'm sure our president will be willing to host you.
I think my first travel to Lagos, we spent a night or two in Kenya, and that was the time of NSAS. We survived by margin of yes.
So maybe the next time you're moving again, we'll be most willing.
Yeah, when the country was declared, we are in Kenya. Yes. Yeah.
So once I get information, I'm sure the president will be willing to host you.
We welcome the opportunity and inform him if he happens to be in Abuja. He is invited to make Tanzania Chancellor here. His second home.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. That's most welcome. Thank you. Really appreciate it.
And when it comes to real estate, you are really serious because I look around. Abuja is what it is today because I think they did not allow every Tom, Dick, and Harry to construct the way he wants or she wants. Yeah. You look at the people have invested hugely in real estate. Yeah. This opportunity is not there. They are now trying in Dodoma, our new capital, but it's not at the scale that.
We also need to host them too. We have a category now. You want to say something?
I would love to. Your Excellency, we appreciate your wonderful comments to Nigeria, the relationship we've enjoyed so far and we're still enjoying. I deeply appreciate, especially me in particular, because it's very difficult to hear such dainty comments coming from other countries. Nigeria has been riddled with a lot of repetitions. So when you hear some nice things about Nigeria, it encourages us to know that there are still some people who call us their brothers. So we appreciate you so much for that wonderful comment you made. And I was let you know that we cannot overemphasize on the importance of shelter. Shelter is integral in the existence of man. And going by our own backgrounds and our childhood upbringing, we were told that it was even the Garden of Eden that was made first, even before man was made. So it tells you how important it is to have shelter. My father would always tell us, don't get involved with a woman if you don't have a house of your own. So shelter goes around to tell everybody that it's number one. Even before man was created, shelter was made. So we are very passionate for the establishment of good shelter, because shelter cannot be seen as uncontrolled. It has to be controlled. As you rightly said, Abuja did not allow any to come in and build. Everybody is desirous of building, but there must be a pattern at which building takes place. That's why we have development control. And we have such organizations that are controlling development. Not because they don't want you to develop, but they want you to follow the principle of development, of which architecture is key. It says architecture just simply means managing space. That's what architecture means, just managing space. So we in the chamber here, we are desirous of fighting poverty by restoring the self-esteem of man. Man in Africa in particular seems to have lost his self-esteem because of poverty. Impoverishment is as a result of lack of shelter. Good shelter, not just shelter. Because you could have a thatched roof house and stay in there, that's your shelter. so long as it prevents you from the rain, from the sun, and from wild animals. It's a shelter. But is that the proper way? We as Africans, I see us as the first best of human beings. First best of human beings. Nobody should tell us we are less than what we are. We are greater than what we even think of ourselves. So, in this beautiful abode where we are, any regular man should be able to live here. It's when you know the difference between wealth, want, and need, then you begin to understand what's going on. So I appreciate you, sir, and we're here to appreciate your government and your country for being our friends all these years. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure. Thank you. Maybe my team could say.
Thank you, Excellency. You are welcome. But I wanted to ask if KDC in Lagos, does the Ikeja Chambers of Commerce have a relationship with the Lagos Chambers of Commerce or another?
You know, every chamber of commerce operates independently on its own, but there's that symbiotic relationship that comes in. Like we have the Nasima, we have the Port Harcourt chambers, we have the Kaduna. So these chambers are still established. You know, Nigeria is one country that's so blessed with abundant natural and mineral resources, that human resources that you can think of. So what we've actually designed, imagine a country of 200 million plus people. You can't box them. And so that's why you have the different chambers. So there's a relationship, but not subservient relationship. There's an independence of relationship. What the Ikeja Chamber of Commerce will do, Lagos or any other chamber does not have any overriding influence on them to stop or to ask for any other thing. They run independently from each other. So our interest, yes, is personal, but it's national as much as we want for mutuality. Same thing with the Lagos, same thing with Kaduna, same thing. There's that window of mutuality. When it comes to B2B relationship, of course, as much as there's a symbiotic relationship that will benefit parties, there's that need to go, but no subserviency from any one of the chambers that relates to each other.
In addition to that, sir,
Yes, sir.
Ikeja is the capital of Lagos State. Ikeja
Yeah.
is the central capital government of Lagos State. So, Ikeja has been and is still the controlling energy of the rest of commerce and industries and trade in Lagos, not to talk of the whole country. I mean, Ikeja or Lagos is the commercial nerve center of Nigeria. So, Ikeja Chamber of Commerce is very, very nice.
And you know, Mr.
So next time we are in Lagos, we will create time
We must welcome.
to visit Ikeja.
We must welcome, sir.
You pay a visit to
You know, to add to what you just said, Ikeja, you know, you have Lagos Chamber of Commerce. Now, Chambers of Commerce can be even, like we have Abuja Municipal, which is in charge of the city center.
Yeah.
They can actually form a Chamber of Commerce to cover their interests, because it's about interest. So the Ikeja Chamber of Commerce is supposed to be like the umbrella body of all other Chamber of Commerce in Lagos State.
Yeah.
Because it's the capital of
Yeah,
you know
the state.
the state.
Yeah.
It's the nerve center, the economic nerve center of the state.
Yeah.
But other chambers, based on which driving the chamber.
When did the Ikeja, when was the Ikeja established?
That was 1960. That should be like Lagos, when Nigeria became a republic, 63. So by 65, the Ikeja was already its capital.
Yeah.
So 1963, 65.
Yeah,
Because
because
we
when,
have Lagos as the state. Lagos was created in 1970.
76?
70.
as a state.
Yeah,
As a
it's
state. As a state. So
Yes.
Ikeja became the capital of it. So that's where you have it.
Yeah, because when we were discussing with the management of Lagos Chamber of Commerce, I think they were about to celebrate 100 plus years of existence. Yes. Yes.
So that was Lagos.
Yes, it was
Lagos
Lagos
State.
Chamber of Commerce. No, it's a pleasure. We'll be more than happy to facilitate the interactions between Ikeja Chamber of Commerce and their counterparts, like-minded organizations in Tanzania and Zanzibar. That will do.
Thank you so much, Mr. Appreciate it. You wanted to say?
Yes. From your, when you were introducing your chamber, you mentioned that you had members across the world.
Yes.
Okay, so with the journals that His Excellency has presented to you, we also have soft copies of these journals, so we will share that with you.
Please, my WhatsApp
so that
number
it will be easy to transmit, same
My WhatsApp number, my number is actually a WhatsApp number also.
Yeah.
So
I'll be
to
most obliged to do it. You know, in every business relationship, in every relationship, we need to be able to create platforms with which we can not only just symbiotically relate, but how to see the best interests of the other parties. Tanzania is one country that is a delight and a pride of Africa. I must say this, it's a pride of Africa. We haven't really, I'm also this General Secretary of Pan-Africanist Studies Movement, which is driving Pan-Africanism in Africa. Tanzania happens to be one country where we used to correct so many things that the West had actually undone to Africa. Because the game reserves that we have in Tanzania is the attraction to many of these people who are coming to that place. But we can change the dynamics. And it's not what I'm here for. So we want to focus on the business part of the relationship. When I come to the movement of Africanism, they will be able to relate in that direction also. And so we'll be most obliged to do it.
Even in entertainment as well, we've also
You have Davido. Well, Davido, we have done.
And we also have from Tanzania, we have Alikiba and JD. So we've also done those collabs.
Very soon we'll be looking forward to doing a concert, Tanzania, Nigerian musical concert. I'm sure that Mr. Phillips should be able to think that. Let's begin to relate to that.
There is a top artist who was in that some recently.
Okay, it was
Is it Davido?
It's
Square.
It's top of the.
Yes.
Yes.
I know East Africa is actually one area where Nigerian movie actors. When I landed Zambia.
Movie, I think.
Okay, when I landed Zambia, the first thing they asked for was Nigerian movies.
Because I know some of his properties went missing. And the one of our artists was I think he was
Diamond Platinum.
yeah, so thank you for coming.
Thank you.
And when you're in Abuja, please make
I will
the
make sure that,
commission
yes.
your second home.
Thank you so much for such magnanimity.
Yeah.
Edo State people, Benin City,
Yeah.
celebrate the birthdays of the Esama. The old of Okada. Yes. When I attend there, you look at this old man. He's an institution in himself. Yes, and you admire. And you look at these chieftains, whatever, the traditional leaders, supporting his cause. And you look when it's time for elections, the gubernatorial, you look at how the politicians align themselves to accept the directives of the traditional leaders, and that is very good. Having traditional leaders as custodian of national values, tribal values, is something we cherish. The reason why time allows, I want to visit the Sultan of Sokoto. And the new chief, see, Delta State, where Obasanjo and Jonathan were still down. Yes, this was great. So we admire, in my country, we abolished the traditional institutions, the institution of the chief, way back in 1972. Chief abolition of 1962 years ago. So some of us, we admire the way this country has been able to preserve the traditional institutions and letting them work side by side with the modern institutions. That is a great virtue that Nigerians should be proud of. Yeah.
Anytime, I think what I'll do,